Hi guys, I hope you all are doing well and welcome to the ninth video of this entire series where we are talking about Active Directory Federation Service or ADFS. In the last video, we discussed federation metadata and claims provider trust. In this particular video, we will be talking about certificates in ADFS. I will be discussing what is service communication certificate, what is token signing certificate, and what is token decrypting certificate. I will be showing you how you can renew certificates manually in ADFS server. And then we will be talking about auto certificate rollover that helps you to automatically renew token signing and token decrypting certificates. In ADFS server, you will find three certificates: Service Communication Certificate, Token Decrypting Certificate, and Token Signing Certificate. Service Communication Certificate is used for a secured communication between the ADFS server and the application. When you deploy ADFS server, you use SSL certificate that is issued by a third-party certification authority. You can use certificate from internal certification authority as well, but for production environment, only SSL certificate from third-party certification authority is recommended. Now, the same SSL certificate is used to secure the communication between the ADFS and the application. And the same service communication certificate is used to secure the endpoints. Let's run get-adfs endpoint and let's look for endpoints. And then I'll show you the certificate that is binded with this endpoint. Let's go to browser, paste the endpoint and go to certificate. So here under details, the thumbprint of this certificate starts with ED, ends with 97. Now let's go to service communication certificate, go to details and go to thumbprint, starts with ED, ends with 97. So the service communication certificate is used to secure the endpoints because whenever an application will communicate with your ADFS server, it will reach to a particular endpoint and that endpoint has to be secured for a secured communication between the ADFS and the application. The next certificate is token signing. Token signing certificate contains private keys and public keys. When ADFS server issues a token to the application, it uses the private key of the token signing certificate to digitally sign the token. And when application will receive the token from ADFS server, it will use the public key of the token signing certificate to validate the token so that the application can trust, it can ensure that the token has been issued by a trusted issuer. Token decrypting certificate is used by the claim provider to encrypt the token using the public key of the token decrypting certificate. And ADFS uses the private key of token decrypting certificate to validate the token or to decrypt the token. Token signing and token decrypting, both certificates are valid for 1 year. If you go to details, and here you can see valid from and valid to. So by default, these two certificates are valid for 1 year. If you want to increase the validity of the certificates, you can run set-adfs properties and you can increase the validity of the certificate. So every 1 year, either you will have to renew these two certificates manually or these certificates will be renewed automatically. Service communication certificate will not be renewed automatically. Whenever service communication certificate is going to expire, you need to renew it manually. Now, token signing and token decrypting certificates are renewed automatically with the help of auto certificate rollover feature. If you go to PowerShell and let's run get-adfs properties and look for auto certificate rollover. By default, auto certificate rollover property is set to true. That means if it is set to true, that means the token signing and token decrypting certificates will be renewed automatically every 1 year or as per the validity of the certificate. If this value is set to false, in that case, these two certificates will not be renewed automatically and an admin will have to renew these two certificates manually. First, let's understand auto certificate rollover properties, and after that, I'll show you how you can manually renew these certificates. So if you run get-adfs properties and if you look for certificate attribute, you will see all these properties. All these properties are involved to renew token signing and token decrypting certificate. I'm going to discuss all these properties one by one. As we discussed, auto certificate rollover value is set to true by default. That means token signing and token decrypting certificates will be renewed automatically. And if this value is set to false, in that case, you will have to renew these two certificates manually. The next property is certificate duration. Certificate duration defines the validity of the certificate. By default, this value is set to 365 days, that is 1 year. If you want to change this value, you can run set-adfs properties-certificate duration, and you can increase the validity of the certificate. Next property is certificate generation threshold. This value defines the number of days before the expiration date of the current certificate that ADFS should generate the new certificate. For example, if this value is set to 10, that means ADFS will automatically generate a new certificate before 10 days of the current certificate expiration date. Next is certificate promotion threshold. When ADFS generates the new certificates, they are initially set as secondary certificates. ADFS uses the value of this property to determine after how many days of generating the new certificate it should be promoted as a primary certificate. Then next value is certificate critical threshold. By any chance, if new certificate was not promoted to the primary certificate as per the value defined in certificate promotion threshold, then before how many days of current certificate expiration, new certificate should be promoted to primary certificate. That is defined by certificate critical threshold value. Next property is certificate rollover interval. This value is in minutes. If this value is set to 20 minutes, then every 20 minutes a check will run on ADFS server that if certificates are going to expire or not. And certificate sharing container shows the location where the token signing and token decrypting certificates are stored. If you want to modify any one of these properties, you can use set-adfs property command in PowerShell. Now let's assume auto certificate rollover value is set to false. So in that case, you will have to renew token signing and token decrypting certificates manually. So now let me show you how you can renew these two certificates manually. Before you renew token signing or token decrypting certificate manually, you need to set auto certificate rollover property to false. If you will try to create or add a token signing or token decrypting certificate, you will get an error. It says certificates cannot be modified while the ADFS automatic certificate rollover feature is enabled. Disable the feature using the PowerShell command and then try again. So let's disable this property first. Set-adfs properties -auto certificate rollover and $false. Let's verify. And this value is set to false. Let's go to ADFS Management Console, and first let's try to renew token signing certificate. You will click on Add Token Signing Certificate, and here you will select a token signing certificate. You can browse the certificate as well and then click OK. Now this certificate will be added as secondary certificate. Click OK. So the new certificate is added as secondary certificate. That means ADFS server will not use this certificate as of now to sign the tokens. Now, if you want to force ADFS to use this certificate, the new certificate to sign the token, in that case, you will have to set this certificate as primary certificate. So you will select this and then you will click set as primary. Click yes. And now this certificate is set to primary certificate. That means now onwards, ADFS will start using token signing certificate, this new certificate, to sign the security tokens. Same way, if you want to renew token decrypting certificate, you will click add token decrypting certificate, then select the certificate, click OK, click OK. And again, new certificate will be added as secondary certificate. So same way you will have to set this certificate as primary. And once you have renewed token signing and token decrypting certificates, you can enable auto certificate rollover property. Set-ADFS properties, auto certificate rollover, $true. Press enter. Let's verify. And this value is set to true. So again, if auto certificate rollover is set to true, you don't have to renew token signing and token decrypting certificates manually. Auto certificate rollover property will renew the certificates automatically as per the properties defined that we discussed. If you run certificate, this one, based on the values of these properties, auto certificate rollover will run a check on ADFS server that whether these two certificates are going to expire or not. And then based on these values, it will generate a new certificate and then it will automatically promote that certificate as primary certificate. So now let's recap what we have covered in this particular session. Service Communication Certificate is used for secure communication between the application and the ADFS server. This certificate is used to secure the endpoints. For production environment, you should always use an SSL certificate that is issued by third-party certification provider. But if you are deploying a test environment, then you can use certificate that is issued by internal certification authority. The subject name of the certificate must match the Federation Service Identifier of your ADFS server. You can use either wildcard certificate or a SAN certificate. Both type of certificates are supported. And same certificate can be used on all the ADFS servers and proxy servers. Token signing certificate is used to digitally sign the tokens. Those are issued by the ADFS server to the application. And token signing certificate is created by default as a self-signed certificate. But you can also use certificate issued by third party or from internal certification authority. Token decrypting certificate is used by the claim provider to encrypt the token using its public key, and ADFS uses the private key of this certificate to decrypt the token. And token decrypting certificate is created as a self-signed certificate by default. In the next video, we will be talking about authentication flow in ADFS. We will be discussing how authentication works in ADFS. We will be discussing active authentication and passive authentication. And then I will be showing you how to analyze authentication flow using Fiddler logs. So if you have learned something new from this particular video, please write in comments and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys. Thank you for your time. Take care.